information on how to help us now, 312-480-9775. Text me at that number. That's our text line, and we will get back to you right away. You can go to straightwords.com. Straightwords.com, and you can see Zelle, you can see Cash App, and you can see PayPal. We might even see Apple Cash, because this is pay for play radio.
Yeah.
You don't pay, you get no play.
No.
So we're trying to keep being played now. We don't want to be played out. Okay. All right. So we.
All
okay,
right.
brother, go ahead.
Yeah, we got somebody on the line on WVON on Straight Words. Black is King is on the line. We want to talk to you, good brother.
Hey, grand evening, my good brothers. How y'all doing? This is Black is King.
Grand evening, sir.
Great. Yeah, I'm just calling to say, hey, I love what y'all do here, and I've been listening for at least the last 5 years, and this is my first time actually calling in, and I just wanted to say, hey, I love what y'all doing, and keep doing what you're doing, and I was calling in about those bootstraps too. So
all right, Black King. I think we got a ticket for you. So why don't you hold on? Can I ask you this? Was it the ticket that convinced you to call in, man? Is that what it was, or?
Well,
we all need a little motivation.
Well, mainly it was the great work that y'all are doing, and I'm like, I'm just cleaning my house. I just put my children to bed. I'm a single parent, and go ahead and get in on this conversation here, and so no, it wasn't just the tickets. It was definitely the great work, and and I've always wanted to be a part of the the big movement, and this is just me doing my part a bit. But
all right, man. Can I ask Black King a question? Hey, Black King, sure. You say you're a single brother raising your children, I guess.
Yes, that's it.
That speaks a lot. That we've been having. You're an example, like Brother Naba'a has been, from in my life as I've observed him as a father, taking pride in raising his children. So I just wanted to, can you just give me a comment of, being, as you said, like a single black father? What is that like? What does that? How what kind of pride, I guess, does that bring to you to be able to do that? Number one.
Well, guys, thank you for this question, good brother. I have been thinking about this for so long, and I have never had that chance to verbalize it, in this on such a platform. But it's awesome. It's a very great, awesome experience. I fought hard, to be in my children's life, and now I've been in their lives consistently as a great father for the last 5 years. It was a tough road ahead, but my children, they came from a trauma background, so going through that was kind of tough, but it's all well worth it. When you get to a good settled ground with this parenting thing. But yeah, I mean, it's tough, but it's not easy, but it's well worth the fight, and I wish I was more prepared for this question, but hey,
take your time, brother. Take your time.
It's wonderful experience, and I'm just happy to instill the movement into my children, and to empower them to be great and fight for what's right in this world.
Yeah. I got another question, but I hope you don't mind me asking, but we say in our community, like, it takes a village to raise a child or whatever, and I'm just curious, like, for your situation, because everybody's different, do you have a village, or has it been kind of like you had to go it alone, and if so, how have you done it? What has helped you to get over the hump, and if not, what kind of village do you have?
Well, I say yeah and no. In the beginning, it was just me and myself and my children, and then toward the middle, I would say. Well, we've been together 5 years. For the first 2 years, it was just me, and then toward the year 3, I was blessed to meet some great people. That in this, when I say village, or when you refer to village, this is my example, which is just transferring my children to a school here on the north side. I was able to meet great people that showed me the example of what co-parenting was like, and what my children, the other side of what I know my children really needed. And it was great to see that example. So yes, I've adopted these great parents as a part of my village. And yeah, I think did I answer your question in total? But yeah, I've adapted to the other school parents as a part of my village, and yeah, and as a single parent, it was tough, but that's what I really wanted, was just to be, a part of my children's life. So I was willing and ready to take on the tough things, and that was okay with me. And,
Yeah, I tell you, brother, because I walked that path with my 2 oldest sons, and I think there's so much about Black fatherhood that isn't discussed, that isn't appreciated. Because so many times people will just disregard us.
Yeah.
Like we'll be in a room and they literally won't address us.
Yeah.
Or they'll look to someone else to give an answer about our children, and we're sitting right there.
Exactly. I think that's a big testament to, the myth that the media has spread about the Black man. And, some people, they have that in the back of their heads. And as you say, we'll be in the room and they won't address us, because that's the thing that some of the people when you're in that environment, the people that don't, address in that situation, those are the people that have been brainwashed by the media, as to say, hey, a Black man is this, or a Black man is stereotyped this way. But, I got to say, I've gotten in the rooms and in some room, in majority of rooms more recently, where, I'm recognized as, the great man. And I'm not ever looking for that, because this is my duty and this is what I've been doing all my life. But I totally get where you're coming from, brother, because that's I've seen that a lot myself.
Yeah. And then you've had the reporting that about Black men being absent from the lives of their children, and certainly there's some truth to that. But there have also been studies that shown when Black men even were not with the mother, they were still more involved in the care of their children, more involved in reading to them, more involved in taking them places, more involved in their school than other people. And I think for me, brother, it was, like you say, it is a struggle. It really is a struggle, and I think sometimes people they wonder how to kind of take you, because they kind of are used to seeing single moms.
Yeah.
But they're not so used to seeing single dads, or, you don't fit necessarily that picture of who should be coming to see this child. And so you got to deal with the financial stuff, you got to deal with the time stuff, you got to deal with the emotional stuff, child care, and all of those issues, right? But the thing that I've found, brother, is by being a Black father, I can assert my Black manhood. Good. So wherever I step on the scene, I'm the father.
Yeah.
I am the father. Make no damn mistake about that. And so I don't have to slide in and slide out. I don't have to make no excuses. I don't have to beg nobody for permission to be recognized.
Right.
Because I know who I am, man, and I know what I'm doing, and I don't try to do it in an aggressive way. But I'm very proud of being a black father. Very proud, because to me, it's like you said, when somebody acknowledges you for doing something, that's your duty, and that is in your nature. And it is what the black man who understands who he is does. Because he has self-knowledge. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, good brother. Yes. And that's to your point about the black man understanding who he is, I think that's the disconnect with most fathers that aren't there. They don't understand that, as a part the transatlantic slave thing, that's a part of what was torn from us, not knowing, who we are and how to be fathers, or even in slavery, I should say, by being that's still a part of some of our DNA that needs to be wiped clean, like being pulled away from your family. So, and most black men, we don't know that that's it's somewhat in our DNA because of slavery. But if they just acknowledge and begin to get knowledge of self, they'll understand that'll be wiped clean, and you'll come back to your natural instincts, which is fatherhood, and being there for your children and stuff like that. If that makes sense, I think I explained that right. It's all in my head, but I hope it came out.
It definitely makes sense, brother, because we like I said, like I grew up without a father, right? So, and I grew up in Baltimore. He lived on the other side of town. I never had anything to do with him. My mother never talked about him. She never spoke evil of him. But he wasn't in my life until I was like 26, 27 years old. After I came into the Nation of Islam and getting an understanding and a healing, I was able to reach out to him, and I found out that my father had a problem with his father, even though he was in the home with his father. So there are things very often that we go through as black men that we don't talk about. And there's a lot of pain that we suffer that we don't talk about. We kind of walk with it. And a lot of times people hear the other story, but they never hear our side.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there are at least now, two sides to every story. So I think for like I said, now I'm a father of 6, and I think, brother, the other thing you said is being a wide awake black man to now acquaint your children with the struggle, to acquaint them from an early age with what's going on, and it makes a difference. Because I know for me, man, my mother was very conscious, black woman, and I learned about black history early, so I always had questions. Yeah. Right? What's happening with black people? Why do we act the way that we act? Why do we do the things that we do? And just those questions kept me away from a lot of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just not being so blind, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. And I'm in the same boat too, my good brother. I don't even know who my father is right now, so, and I'm pretty sure he would have that same story. I guess during the 80s, that's where the drug pandemic, to say, took over and kind of pushed a lot of fathers out. That was a very difficult time for us, man. And then you look at social policies that drove black men out of homes, or officially you couldn't be there. And I think whenever you are forced to hide your presence so that your family can benefit, that comes with a cost, right? Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's why you found, black men often turning to criminality, man. It was a way for them to rebel against the system that they knew was stacked against them and was oppressing them. And so they felt like, well, y'all against me, well, I'm going to be against you. And so they got involved in criminality. But when you get the proper understanding, then you're better equipped to deal with that system and all this evil and not commit evil yourself, you know?
Absolutely. I totally get that. That's absolutely right on point.
Yeah. Well, Black is King. Black is King.
Yes, good brother.
We're gonna have to charge you for this straight words therapy session on Black fatherhood. So we want you to go to straightwords.com and make a donation tonight. Hey, brother, let me ask you, brother, what are your children's names? I'm curious to know what your children's names are, brother. Tell us.
Yeah.
Well, I would kind of not want to give that on the radio.
Okay.
That's fine, brother. That's fine.
I mean,
Hey, Brother King, how many children do you have?
I have a total of 5 children, but I have 2 children that's in my full care that live with in the same.
Are you
home.
taking any of them with you to the show?
I would love to. Yeah, I would love to take the at least 3 with me to the show.
Okay. So you get 1 ticket. I will pay for the other 2.
Oh, good brother.
There will be 3, Brother Naba'a. If we can make sure that sister knows, and then I can get her the money for his other 2 children.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sure, good brother. I appreciate that.
So, Brother King,
I appreciate you. Mm-hmm.
See, this is how Black fathers support each other, because you're talking to 2 other men that are also great Black fathers as well. Very accomplished children. Brother James been married for 145 years happily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, happily.
Yes, sir. Happily.
You know, happily, man. Shoot. Don't play now.
Yeah. It's been 147 years, Brother Naba'a, not 147.
I'm sorry, I've missed a year.
Yeah.
That sounds like a god there. The enemy.
That's what it sounds like, man. Sounds like a god right there.
I like it.
All right, well, my brother.
Awesome, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, my brother. So we will work on that. So hold on, give your information to Deontay, and we'll work with Sister Victoria to give you said you need 5 tickets, right?
Oh, 5.
Well, no, that's
I was going to pay for the 2 extra ones. You said 2.
Oh, you just need 3 all together.
Which it will be 4, myself and my 3 children. So 4 if that's
okay. So you need 4 tickets.
Whatever,
okay, cool.
whatever you all can do is fine. Don't.
No, we gonna brother.
All right.
We gonna get you 4 tickets.
3. I'll pay for 3 tickets.
We gonna get you 4 tickets, Black man.
Go ahead.
Happy Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, good brothers. Peace to my good God too. I appreciate it.
All right, God. So hold on, give your info. Now, look, my number is 312-480-9775. 312-480-9775. That's our text line. And so you will be connected with us to make sure we take care of these tickets, okay?
That's right.
So hold on for Deontay and give him your info. Deontay will send it over to us, and we will talk to Victoria. Bootstraps now. Y'all want to go to straightwords.com and see that flyer and see where it is, and you want to come on down October 6th and see this thing, man.
It's going to be a wonderful
place. Miss it. All right, Black King. Thank you, sir. Hold on now. Don't hang up.
All right, brothers and sisters. Great. Make sure y'all go to our website, straightwords.com, straightwords.com. I've been wanting to mention about the great article that you wrote, Brother Naba'a, Dangerous Lessons from a Chest Carving in College. It's a personal story of a Black swimmer and his family's ordeal at Gettysburg College. Yeah. And Brother Naba'a is highlighting that Black students are suffering from targeted hate crimes on campuses around the country. And I know you want to get into that a little later on in the show, but everybody needs to go and read that article because our children, our young Black children at these colleges are suffering from these hate crimes, brothers and sisters, not being reported. And what you said in the article, we're suffering more than anybody on any college campus in the country from hate crimes, brother.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, so we gotta be aware of what's going on in our community. So straightwords.com is the website. You can check out all the other articles that are premium content, original content, written stories by our editor-in-chief, Brother Naba'a Richard Muhammad. And like you said, brothers and sisters, go ahead, Brother Genji.
No, I was going to add on to that. While they're on that website, you know, when they listen to this program, they hear information that's presented in a way that you don't normally hear a conversation. That conversation we just had. I mean, we could have went on for maybe we should do a show where there's just fathers on talking about some of the issues that we're dealing with. But just that conversation we just had was worth every black man donating $10 to the show. You know, just because of that conversation alone, that kind of, I'm sure inspired some brothers, whoever might have heard that inspired me. And so the value of this program is I mean, you can't put a price on it. You know, it's like, this is where you can come to just breathe a little bit and express yourself.
That's right.
And even if you don't agree with everything we say, it's a place that you should come. And we just want you to support the program. So go ahead, brother BJ.
That's right. So go to straightwords.com, and make a donation, and also hit us up on our text line 312-480-9775, 312-480-9775. And like you said, Brother James G., Brother Naba'a, this show is dedicated to the love of the brotherhood. So, Brother King, may God bless you and your family. All the other brothers that are listening tonight, we love y'all. We're here for y'all. And we're going to be back next hour talking about some more good stuff right here on Straight Words on WVON 1690. This is the Talk of Chicago.
The Talk of Chicago and the voice of the nation is 1690 WVON Berwick.